So here, the Gemara quotes a Gemara from Maseches Megillah, Daf Zayin Amud Beis. Rabba and Rav Zera were eating together on Purim, and Rabba shechted Rav Zera, but then brought him back to life, and he invited him to dinner again, and Rav Zera refused. So the Gemara asks this question: is Rav Zera a zombie? So it brings a Mishnah. There are two kinds of zombie, the undead and the living dead. What is the difference? Abaye says undead is a corpse that has been reanimated. Living dead is a person who was bitten by a zombie and turned while still alive. Rava says living dead is a zombieism caused by a curse. Undead is a zombieism caused by a bite. But we have a brisa, and there Rava says the undead are people who died and became zombies. The living dead are a bunch of nerds on a college campus running around trying to tag each other. So we have a contradiction between Rava and the Mishnah and Rava and the brisa. And it says the Gemara lo kasha, it's not a contradiction. We know from a Mishnah in Maseches Star Wars, Perek Daled Tikva Chadasha, being a nerd is like being cursed to never have friends. So Rabba is consistent when he says that zombieism is caused by a curse. It is the curse of being a 20-year-old loser with a Nerf gun. The Gemara then brings another Mishnah about the causes of zombieism. A pregnant woman who becomes a zombie. What is the status of the fetus? Beis Shammai says not a zombie. Beis Hillel says zombie. What is the reasoning? Amar Rav Yochanan. We know from Night of the Living Dead that zombieism can be caused by radiation which reanimates only dead flesh. So, Beis Shammai holds that when the mother dies, the fetus is still alive and not yet a zombie. Beis Hillel holds that zombieism is caused by a virus which is in the mother's blood. Since the fetus feeds off the blood, the fetus is a zombie. Reish Lakish says Beis Shammai holds that zombieism is caused by a voodoo curse. Since the curse applies only to the mother, the fetus is not a zombie. Beis Hillel holds that zombieism is caused by a chemical created by the government. Since the chemical is in the blood, the fetus is a zombie. So my nafkamina, what's the practical difference between zombieism caused by a virus and zombieism caused by a chemical? So the following story. It happened that a woman came to Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai and said, "Alas, my husband has become a zombie and he will not give me a get." Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai went to the man and chopped off his head. Rav Huna says, this is a zombie caused from a virus, because that sort of zombie is considered alive. How can a zombie be alive? Look at the Rashi. Rashi explains, a virus requires a living host. So for the virus to survive, the husband is technically alive. Rav Huna says, from here we learn that this woman is an aguna, and Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai needed to kill her husband in order to release her. On the other hand, Rav Yehuda says, this is a zombie caused by a chemical, and such a zombie is considered like a dead person. Again, we look at the Rashi. A chemical can be present in non-living things. So a zombie created from a chemical is not halachically alive. So Rav Yehuda says, since the husband is like a person is dead, the wife does not need a get. But the Gemara challenges this. So why did Rav Yochanan ben Zakkai kill the man? Amar Rav Yehuda, because he didn't want it to bite anyone. He didn't want there to be an apocalypse. Now the Gemara returns to the original question. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, it is impossible that Rav Zera was a zombie, because after he is brought back he talks, and there is no zombie who can talk. But Amar Rav Papa, he says it is not so. I just saw the movie Warm Bodies, and there is a zombie there who can talk. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak answers, I didn't see that movie yet. Don't spoil it. The Gemara takes a different approach. After he is brought back, Rav Zera refuses a dinner invitation. And who ever heard of a zombie that didn't want to eat? So Rav Zera could not be a zombie. We'll stop there for the day, because the next sugya is about a Kohen who gets bitten by a zombie, and there's very complicated Tumah and Tahara stuff. We'll deal with that tomorrow.